How y'all doing? What's going on, honey? Y'all need to hurry up and get in here. I mean, you need to call your mama, call your daddy, call your grandmama, your cousin on your uncle's side, everybody in Africa, everybody in North Carolina, because, honey, tonight is about to go down, y'all. We addressing it all, honey. These, everything. The Lulu, honey, to the Mama Renee, to the best friend, to the live streams. Honey, we talking about everything today. So before I introduce, I also want to say thank you all so much for sending these messages. You guys always sending me screenshots of what's going on regarding Tyrone Davis Jr. And I appreciate that. I want you guys to keep on sending the message at Gigi Medici. That's my Facebook. You guys been doing a great job. Keep on doing it. Also, I got my girl Sean here, my girl Wes, and my girl Tamala here. How y'all doing?
Hey Gigi, hey
Hey,
Kat.
Gigi. Hey, y'all. Blessings.
Uh-huh. Tamala, are you still there?
Yes, hey everybody in the chat. Tamala love y'all. Keep it up, keep it up.
And just to let you guys know, we are a community here. We come together to talk about victims that don't have a voice. And also we talk about very trending topics. We come here, we give in our opinion, and we allow you guys, because you guys are a part of our family too, to come up here and speak. All we can do is bring awareness, bring attention, and by opening our platform, giving other people a voice to speak so it can be transparent. Now, I have Tyrone best friend. I'm going to be calling him in 1 second, and to get some stuff clear. His name has been on these social media streets, and a lot of us are confused. Wouldn't you say, Sean? You want to get some more understanding, some more clarity?
I, in fact, do. I sure
All
do. I look
right.
forward to it.
Yes, I know Sean definitely does, and everybody else too. Uh, so,
Yes.
so let's get these likes up. Y'all can do better than this. All right, let's get the likes up. You guys know when you guys get the likes up, it pushes it in the algorithm so it can have more eyes. I mean, that's the whole point, is to get more eyes on Tyrone, to get more people invested, so we can finally find who took out Tyrone. Also earlier today, I want to let you guys know this. I have this video up here at the Messy Sweet Spot. Natasha came out, she spoke, she gave her thoughts and opinions, she addressed the Gainesville meeting. You guys know yesterday, Renee went out there. She did not invite Natasha or the father to come out there and help her speak to get justice. So they felt disrespected. And a lot of people felt disrespected. A lot of people had a lot of things to say. So Natasha is speaking on that. If you guys want to see that video, watch it after this live, okay? So without that, let's bring him up. All right, let's bring him up. All right, so I'm about to call him.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? Is this Looney?
Yes, it is.
How are you, Looney?
A little bit overwhelmed.
All right. I want to let you know that we are on live. I do have Sean, Wes, and Tamala here.
Yes.
All right. So go ahead. You say you're feeling overwhelmed. Can you guys hear him? Everybody in chat, press 5 if you can hear Looney. This is Tyrone's best friend.
Tyrone had a lot of best friends. Tyrone was good to everybody who came around him. So anybody who was in his presence, he loved on everybody. I don't want to just take the credit to be his best friend in the world, but as far as me and his relationships, he was one of my best friends.
We
I will say that.
accept that. All right. I know Sean definitely want to speak to you, but I want to talk for a second if you don't mind. Sorry for your loss. And
Thank you.
how did you hear about your best friend? Do you mind if I call him your best friend?
No problem. You can call
Okay.
him that.
Uh, what date was it, and where were you when you got the phone call?
Okay, so I can't even remember the exact date. Don't make me lie. I was in my kitchen cooking food. One of my brothers called me. He's Tyrone's cousin. And he called me and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm in the kitchen cooking for the girls. What's up?" He like, "Oh, sit down." I'm like, "Why I need to sit down? Like, what's wrong?" And he was just like, "We just got the call." He like, "Don't say nothing. Don't put it on social media." He like, "But Tyrone brain dead in Gainesville." I dropped my phone because at first I thought he was playing. I'm like, "Bro, why would you joke like that? Like, don't even play with me like that. Like, the fuck are you talking about?" And he like, "Man," he like, "I wouldn't play with you, bro." He like, him and Lulu. I'm like, I already know he out of town. Like, but how the fuck he was just good and now you saying he brain dead? And he was like, "Bro, we don't know the family on the way up there right now. We just got word. You know, he's on the Davis side, so he's like, we just got word. You know, his mom and them already been up there. They ain't called nobody and told nobody. So don't say nothing until we get up there. Well, until the family get up there, and we know what's going on for sure." And I kind of like broke down at that moment. I went to trying to call his phone and trying to call everybody I can think of who can verify what I was being told. And then I kind of went into a moment that I didn't want to talk to nobody, so I just kind of like tried to take myself out of social media for a moment. And that was me finding out that my friend was brain dead in Gainesville.
Got it. When you heard that he was brain dead, did you wonder how that to be? Like, was he dealing with health issues?
Hell no. The first thing came to my mind is something with this motherfucking girl. No lie, no joke, no. I'm not here to shame her or anybody. I know Dro loved her. But because someone loves you, it doesn't excuse the actions if something happens to them. So I immediately, I'm like, he with Lulu. Where Lulu at? Where she at? Where Kira? What she said happened? They like the family on the way up there. Ain't nobody talking right now. His mama don't want to tell nobody. They say the first story I got, he fell at the gas. He got out the car and fell at the gas station. So when they told me that, I'm like, okay, well, if he fell at the gas station, it's gonna be on camera. I'm pretty sure his mama want to go out there to see what's going on because maybe she already planning to sue the gas station. She don't want nobody else to know. So maybe that's why they said don't tell nobody. So I just stayed out of that. You let family handle family business. I didn't want to get in between that, so I didn't ask no more questions. That's just what I went with. He fell at the gas station. It wasn't until I got another call and it was like, man, Tyrone was found on the side of the road. I'm like, how the fuck he found on the side of the road and he supposed to fail at a gas station? So now I'm curious. Like, something don't sound right. Somebody that threw my friend out of a car. Like, what happened? I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened. All I know is he was on the side. Well, he wasn't on the side of the road. He was found in the middle of the road, which is crazy because I'm gonna jump out of a car moving 25 miles an hour in the middle of the highway. That would sound like suicide to me. Like, why would my friend do that? This man just sent his homeboy to go get his car washed. Now I know this information. I didn't know this at the time, but thinking on it now, like, why would you have somebody washing your car if you plan on committing suicide? If you that angry
Well,
that you
we
ready to hurt yourself.
for YouTube's sake, we got to be careful with that S word, just
Oh.
because it thinks that
Well,
we're trying to do
if you
that.
plan on unaliving yourself, why would you do that and be making plans to come back home to hang out in your car? Nothing about it makes sense. And I came on here tonight because I'm not trying to clear anybody. Anybody could be a suspect in Tyrone's situation. Anybody could have done something to him or been a part of what was going on. I don't know how much money was in his account. I wasn't asking those kind of questions. I don't really care about that. My only sentiment is I just want people to be truthful. When I brought Jay on my live the other night, and I'm going to be completely transparent here. because I know I'll be asked about this again. When I heard on Polo's live, somebody called me and was like, man, you need to go on Polo live. I don't pay attention to the blogs like that. I try not to tune in because like it keep reopening a wound that's there. It's like I got to cut. And every day I get on social media and I'm cutting myself again to reopen that wound. So I don't pay attention to it. But when I got the call, it was like, man, you need to go on Polo live because he done figured something out. Mind you, we already trying to figure out who is this close friend this girl talking about in these notes. So when I went on there and heard that it was Jay, instantly I went to 12. Jay is all of our friends, but he's more so one of Dro's friends. He's a friend of mine through Dro. I met him through Dro, through Tyrone. But the first thing that goes to my mind is what I know of Jay is, nigga, he's a freaky nigga. He's a freaky guy. He's one of those guys who gon', he gon' holler at the girl. So in my mind, Tyrone drive trucks, Lulu back and forth down here without Tyrone. That leaves a lot of open time for somebody to do something fucked up. So I was instantly ready to snap. I'm going to his house. I want to go holler at him face to face, man to man. I called Tyrone's cousin, and I'm like, listen, I'm upset. I just found out that Jay been messing with Lulu. He like, bro, think about that for a second. He like, look at Tyrone and look at Jay. He like, dude, that seemed like the kind of nigga who would even attract the same females. And I'm like, no, like, Tyrone ain't no regular nigga. Like, you gotta really be stepping this. If you gonna cheat, you gonna cheat with a man who can provide and protect you and do all these things more than the guy who you already dealing with. Ain't nobody trying to go sleep with somebody who's not gonna give me what I'm already getting where I'm at. So I went to thinking of it like that. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just call him instead of trying to pull up where I think he at right now, and I'm gonna ask him what's going on. When he got on the phone, he didn't give me information saying, hey, yes, his mom and them did reach out to me. Yes, I did go to Gainesville. As far as I know and what I was told, only the family was allowed to go. Because had I known that they were taking friends up there and everybody could slide, I would have went up there to see my friend. I would have went up there to see my friend in the hospital. It wouldn't have been nothing that could stop me from going up there. But being that I was told that they didn't want anybody there yet and that it was a chance that he might be okay, when I found out Jay was able to go, I was pissed off about that too. Like, damn, this nigga got to go up there and see my dog for the last time, and I didn't. Which I'm kind of happy I didn't, because I probably wouldn't have been able to take that like other people. I don't do well with death. Not with people I love. So I had no idea he had been to Gainesville. I had no idea that he had. I had already been trying to figure out why did Tyrone's truck, how did anybody get Tyrone's truck? Tyrone's truck was parked at his aunt's house. I thought that's where it was going to be at. So when it was time for the wake and everything, I'm like, dang, where the truck at? They like, well, his mama got the truck. I'm like, oh, she wouldn't have got the truck. They like, no, Jay gave it to her. Well, how did Jay get his truck? Oh, Jay was supposed to watch the truck and return it, but Jay didn't return it. Nobody still told me, hey, yeah, he rode to Gainesville with the family and he was there. So hearing all that information was a shock for me. So that information was revealed to me on live. It's like, dang, you just talked to me on the phone. I called everybody. Somebody could have told me, like, man, the man went up there. The man know more than what he's saying, or whatever the case may be. And then it would have been fair for me to ask him those questions. But I can't ask what I don't know. When I got on the phone with him, all he said is, man, I don't know what I did or why the family not talking to me. Neither the Jennings side or the Davis side talking to me. And I ain't did nothing to nobody. So here I am trying to defend that. Man, this drove friend too. Y'all, I want to, this man ain't killed this boy. Why they putting this in the blogs? But he may not have killed him, but I feel like at the end of the day, it was wrong for you not to call Big Ty. If not even Big Ty, you could have called Gabe. You could have called Darius. You could have called Kunda. You could have called Natalie. You could have texted anybody. You could have said anything like, man, hey, Tyrone's mama want his truck. We on the way to Gainesville. They saying that he's injured. Somebody need to check on him and find out what's going on, or at least call Renee. But I think he was in that moment of shockness and not wanting to upset Tyrone's mother, so he just went along with whatever was going on at the time. What I want to know is, how did anybody know that he had the truck? That means if Lulu didn't call Miss Renee and tell her, and the hospital called her, or if she didn't call him directly and tell him they wanted the truck, how did they even know to come get the truck from you? Of all the people they could have called to go to Gainesville, why did they pick you? Those are questions I want to ask him. But I don't know. I'm not here to blame anybody. I'm here to just get answers on what happened to my friend that we don't have. We don't know. We don't know. I don't know who to blame or who to trust or who to deal with. I don't know who Kiara dealt with or know or who could have been in Gainesville with her. Or it's been so many stories. I'm to the point where Lou, I just want her. Even if you don't say directly what happened in the incident, what led up to the incident? How y'all end up from a cabin to a hotel? Why was all this going on? Why didn't Joe just come home? If y'all was fighting that bad, why didn't he just come home? Why would he stay up there with you? Why would he go from one location to another location if it was that bad? I really don't know. It's a lot of unanswered questions. But I do know that I've had a lot of people from Jay's people reaching out to me, showing me pictures and stuff of him on Christmas, him in Tyrone's truck, going to the movies and different things, trying to clear his name. And it's like, okay, that may clear him from, but I'm not saying nothing clears anybody. What I'm saying is, in my head, I don't feel like he directly inflicted any trauma to Tyrone to cause his death. Do I think he handled what happened afterwards poorly? 100%. But I'm not here to defend nobody when it comes to my friend. Anybody can get it.
Okay, thank you. Now, I want to take it back. When you first heard the story that he fell at the gas station and that was caused his injury, you automatically blame Lulu. Why did
I
you
blamed Lulu before I
go?
found out he fell at the gas station.
Okay, why did you blame Lulu? We
When they
don't know
told me
her.
that he was brain dead, I don't have a relationship with Lulu. But what I do have is a kindred spirit. So when I deal with people, I deal with them on that level. The energy that you give me, what you put out to me, that's how I'm going to take you in. My initial time when I met Lulu, this had to be like 2020 and 2021. Me and Dro was at the Classics. I met her. She was a side bitch. She wasn't his old lady. I knew Alyssa as his old lady. So I didn't really get a vibe off of her like, let me hang out with her. This sis, this bro old lady. I never got that. I never got a chance to do that. What I got from her was her energy was just like, she's very standoffish. Like, she thinks she's better than, like, I'm around y'all. Yeah, y'all cool, but I don't get, I'm here and I'm, a woman who loves a man. You can tell by the way she interacts with him, the energy she puts into him. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, yeah. You can tell by the different aspects of their relationship, like, man, she really crazy about that boy. She fucked up by him. You feel me? You gotta be careful because that's his girl. It always gave to me, like, when Joe left his baby mama, like, it gave to me, like, I'm here with you. I'm gonna make you what I want you to be. Like, I'm gonna make you the girl I want you to be. You're good. Like, he built cars, he built her. I don't get, like, she came into this already prepped up, already that girl. It's like you was a nobody. Like, you probably was popular amongst your peers, but Joe is like, in my city, he's one of those niggas. He might as well be a rapper. He's just one of those dudes. Everybody know. Oh, T2, his family, the whole Davis family. Big Ty, his mama. All of them have reputations in this city for being people who have nice things. They don't have a family who's coming out on Thanksgiving and everybody in their regular cars. Everybody's in Ferraris and Corvettes and Teslas, and that's just who they are. They're a loud family. And he's always been loud colors, designer wearing type of guy. So when she came into this, like, I gotta make her. Like, yeah, I bought her the stock model and she all right, but I'm finna turn her into that girl. And over these last 4.5 years, she's become that. And I get from her the way she, even if you watch their videos, you can overly see he overly loves her. But you can see she's tolerating him. She's dealing with him. Like, yeah, I love him, but I could get me a 6-figure dude at this point. I could get me an NBA star. I done got my body right, my mouth right. I got pretty teeth now. I'm stand-up-ish. My social media presence done went crazy thanks to my dude. Like, he drive trucks. He gone 3 weeks to a month out every month. He's home for a few days. In my mind, as soon as I heard something's wrong with him, it's like she done did something to my friend, her or somebody. I deal with crazy women every day. I just had to put a bitch in jail last weekend. Literally, at my house, you going to jail. I know she has that kind of attitude and temperament. Like, I could do something in the spare of the moment and not. All I'm thinking is she done bought that Glock. Bitch, she done did something to my friend. As soon as they told me, nobody hadn't told me yet that he fell at the gas station. They had only told me that he was brain dead in Gainesville. I didn't get that story until like a day later. As soon as I heard he was brain dead, the first thing that came to my mind is, I hope she ain't caught my dog tricking or something. And, truck drivers get around. Shit happens, So in my mind, it's like, I hope she ain't caught my dog up or something. And I hit my dog with something and I fucked him up here in the hospital. Never would I think for a million years he finna be dead, found in the middle of the street on the side of the road by himself. Please. I couldn't never imagine. I don't see nothing else happening to him. I can't. It's hard for me to believe that somebody else was involved because I know her temper and I know how quick things can go from a quick fight into, damn, I done did something and I got to deal with this. People panic different. In my mind, right now, they saying, okay, she said she let him out and he was walking there first. Now she saying he jumped out the truck. Okay, all these different stories, cool, whatever the case may be. But what in your mind would make you think the paramedics is going to get somebody when you see the paramedics going that way? What would make you think in a million years, my dude who I just left on the side of the road, the paramedics going for him? I left him perfectly healthy and fine, and the paramedics is going for him. Let me go back down there and check on him now that I see the paramedics. That's a guilty conscience, man. You knew something was already wrong with him. Whether you dumped his body out in the middle of the road, whether he was getting out and you hit him with the car, whether you hit him with the front of that bitch, whether somebody did something before, a guilty conscience will eat you the fuck up. You know for a fact that when you seen those ambulance, you had to go back because he was already hurt. And what is it going to look like that you left him in the middle of the road and he was in the car with you? That's why them people said you came back and you was cold. You was still angry. You ain't give a fuck. You ain't care. Fuck him. You didn't think he was going to die. But you didn't give a fuck. You left my friend. And she don't get to walk away from that. I don't give a damn. She don't get to walk away from that.
Earlier, a couple of weeks ago, you came out and you told us that Lulu have been abusive towards Tyrone. Was that true? Could you go into it? How did you know if you never saw it?
No, that's not saying I never saw that. I done been around them when they arguing before. I've never interacted with her in a manner where we was talking and becoming friends. But I've been around them and Joe like Lou tripping. Then Lou just hit me on my shit. She tripping. Man, that bitch, man, I'm finna drop this bitch out. I've been around them several times. Shit, just Thanksgiving, he had rented a Tesla truck. He was in a Tesla truck. This was not even Thanksgiving. This was my birthday night. I'm sorry. I'm saying the wrong time. That's 2 different times. On my birthday, that weekend, my birthday was December 6th. I didn't do nothing. It was my 35th birthday. So they called me and was like, man, everybody over here at the house, at 3 House, slide. We're going to go out for your birthday. We're going to go get a section. What you want to patch up on the section? Cool. When I get there, he come, he greet me. I greet him. I greet a couple other people we know, get them hugs and stuff. The first thing he say, yeah, Lou in the car. Lou tripping right now. Bitch, I'm finna slide, man. She mad. The Tesla key don't work. I'm like, oh, shit, y'all finna be on that bullshit. He like, nah, man, we finna hang out. By the time we got to the club, he had done already left to take because they already going through it. She got a quick temper. She has that island girl temper where it's like, I can be cool for the moment, but if you get my timing wrong, I go there with you. And when I go there, it ain't no coming out for it until I feel like coming out for it.
Did you ever warn him how you felt about her?
No, that's not my place to get in his business. I wouldn't let him get in my business. I love you. I'm going to tell you about my business, but I ain't telling you because I want your opinion. I'm telling you because I just want to vent. We homeboys, we men. It's just certain places that it's not my place to go. It's not my place to even involve myself or to question or cross those lines with him. As a friend, when we have those conversations, usually it's in the middle of us hanging out or something going on, or we out on the scene and he's trying to do his content and he slip in a few words or he talk. It's not like, if you want a better version of someone to give you a close up, I just got off the phone. Let me call Dave real quick and see if I can.
Okay.
Hold on, let me call his cousin real quick. His real best friend that I know of, his diary, who he talked to. Both of them are my friends. Let me see. Is it a way you can get him on here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, let me call him. Hey, brother. So I'm on live with these people, and they're asking me questions that I really can't answer. But you have more in depth. You know Tyrone a lot better and can talk a lot better on why people feel the way they feel. Do you mind if they call you? Who the fuck is these people, bro? Because I don't just be talking to anybody, bro. Who is these people? I am giving nobody no information on bullshit, bro. Because a lot of people be on bullshit, and I'm not on bullshit. And that's why I'm on here tonight, because I've been snapping on all the content creators. And they trying to get my side of why I feel what I feel. And I'm telling them a lot of the information they asking me, I don't have an answer for. I lost my friend. I still don't know what happened to him. So yeah, that's all it is. Nobody know what happened, bro. No, we can make assumptions because we don't fucking know. You feel me? And bitches been reaching out to me saying they content creators and they YouTube people and can I get on their platform and all that? But I don't got shit to say to nobody, bro. I don't. What they on there now? Yeah, they hear you. They on here. Yeah, I got shit to say to nobody, bro. We you wasn't there, I wasn't there. We on the good storm. What happened, bro? That's my whole point right there. That's why I was upset, because there's so many stories, and right now nobody really knows. At least nobody who I know. See, I'm closer to this is his side of the family that I know, so I don't know what everybody knows or what was told to everybody else. All I know is what I know. My friend did. That's it. And I know for a fact I don't branch about no motherfucking car, bro. 100%. 100%. 1,000%. Bro, love his own life, his kids. He ain't finna take himself out over no bullshit, bro. No, he's not gonna do no shit like that, bro. And the only person who we feel like can give us answers is the person who was with him. Bro, the truth out there, and that shit need to be set free. That's all, and that's it, bro. All this shit and all that, bro, the shit need to just be set free. Cause the shit is annoying and it's aggravating the fuck. His kids, bro, need to know what fucking happened to their daddy, bro. You want no nigga that went out here want to take care of his kids and all that. That man was a stand-up father, bro. His kids deserve that, bro. A stand-up family man, to all of us. His friends, his family. I keep telling people like, why you going so hard about Drew? I just buried 3 people in December. Why you going so hard about Drew? Because out of all those people that I buried, Drew was the one who wasn't into no bullshit. This man really wanted to live a good life, whether that be with his girl, his kids, his family, whatever was, that's who he was. That's the Drew we want to remember. Not all these think pieces, think tanks, and everybody got a scenario. We want justice. And the only person who can give us what we need is Kiara. It started and it ended with her. That's all that shit, bro. We wasn't there, bro. We don't know who, if nobody else was there. We don't know if somebody else came there. We don't know if a bitch could have already been there. We don't know that. Only person we know for a fact is that he was with her, bro. That's all I know. That's all we know. So when it comes to other people being added in the shit and all that, I can't speak on that because I'm not gonna speak on what I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna speak on what I don't know. That's real. The truth out there, bro, that shit need to come out and that shit is just set this shit free and get this shit over with, bro. I swear to God. That's it, bro. Come on, nigga supposed to be here right now, bro. This shit hurt me every day, bro. Man, this shit hurt, bro. Shit hurt, bro. I don't even know how to feel no more. Could you imagine? I've been stopped knowing, man. I've been not knowing how to feel, bro. How the fuck I wake up every day to this? It's like my friend. I thought after he was put in the ground, I'm like, bro, even if she don't come out, this shit fuck with me right now because I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, why is it an everyday constant reminder? It's not like this is some shit where he died and the story died with him. We know what happened. Everybody can talk about it and move on. But this shit is like a wound. Bro, like a bitch stabbed me in my fucking heart, bro. And every day I open social media, bro. That shit. Every day, my nigga was left in the road like trash, bro. He want no bullshit that nigga to be done like that, bro. Fuck niggas get done like that, bro. Bro was far from a fuck nigga. Man, these fuck niggas get to die quick. These niggas die quick, bro. These niggas die quick and it's over with. Bro, this man. Bro, I looked at Elijah at that motherfucking weight, bro, and I see Tyrone in him, bro. How the fuck I'm supposed to come to you and tell you it's gonna be all right, nephew? You gonna feel good tomorrow. Nigga, my daddy died at 97 and I'm still hurt. Bro, Elijah asked me, hey, what happened to my daddy? I say, Elijah, I can't tell you, bro. I can't. And you know how bad that shit hurt me to tell him that? Bro, I don't. And people think that this shit a joke, like, it's so much shit that people ain't getting to say or getting to feel because every day it's a constant reminder that nobody knows what happened to him. Nobody don't know. Man, this shit flow, bro. I'm grieving for real, bro. I lost 2 brothers, bro. I swear to God. This shit ain't for no clicks, no nothing, bro. And that's why everybody getting mad at me. Oh, you keep going live and taking your lives down. Bro, I'm not putting up the lives to fucking appease the crowd. I'm putting the lives up to get the point across. Like, bro, stop, fucking stop. Stop playing with my nigga name. Stop putting out these bullshit stories if you don't know or you not talking to the people that's in his family and getting the information. Out of love and respect for Big Ty, Miss Natasha, your mama, goddamn Miss Renee, out of love and respect for them, I don't want it to be a wound where every time they open up, they see me being the one keeping it going. So I try to delete that shit. I don't even want that shit. I try to find other shit to talk about. But then it's like my phone ringing so much. I got so many people from so many different places reaching out to me. And I'm like, listen, I appreciate the prayers, but there's people really hurting right now. And y'all keep coming to me the wrong way. Y'all coming to me telling me that I don't know what happened to my friend. Obviously, I already know I don't know what happened to him. And you don't know. You wasn't there. I already know this. I don't fucking know. Bro, people sending people to me who got down do voodoo. The lady telling me come pay her $100 and it's gonna reveal the whole story. I've had somebody call me and told me Tyrone came to her in her dream and told her that Lulu and her boyfriend killed him. And that if I come and see her, we can find out who the boyfriend is. Bro, I don't want to hear this shit, bro. I want Gainesville Police Department. What I need y'all to do on her live, because I ain't watching the live right now. I'm only speaking on the phone. This broker calling me, bro. All right, brother. Do your job. Be safe on that road. Alrighty. Love. What I need y'all to do is get Gainesville Police on the line and find out why they're not treating this like a homicide case. Why are they acting like this was an accidental death? Because with the lies that's been told, the stories that's been given, and anybody who's taking the time to listen to the police call should know that they have enough to do a proper investigation. and they treated my friend like he's some country nigga from up there in the country who was up to no good, up there doing wrong or something, and then just not putting enough effort into his case for his family. They need to do more. Even if they don't make an arrest, let us know that y'all are properly investigating this and that he's not dead in vain. That's what I want. I want people to get out there and do their fucking job, because at this point, it's no longer just Kiara, it's the city of Gainesville. And I feel like they are pushing my friend's death to the back, and the narrative is becoming it's an online story instead of this is a real person, a real father, a man who got up and worked, paid taxes, did everything he was supposed to do as a man, and did not out here going to jail, not out here slanging dope, not out here robbing or doing no fraud, out here living an honest life. And he died in Gainesville streets, and he was left like trash. Had that been any, I feel like, honestly, I feel like if he was a Caucasian, if he was a Mexican, if he was anybody that they can push a narrative on to push votes, I think they would be doing a lot more about this situation. I feel like he's a young black boy, and these people are not taking his death serious. I don't feel like it's being investigated properly. There's no way we've called as many times as we've called, and his family's called as many times as they called, and nobody has an answer yet. All of this science y'all can do to figure out what happened to him, and y'all mean to tell me y'all can't figure out his cause of death? That's just, I don't see it. That's where we stand with this. We are pushing justice for Drew. Gainesville need to stand up and be stand-up people and let us know that their city is not trash, that their city respect black people, that their city respect us spending our tax dollars coming at a vacation. Because right now, I'm not getting that from Gainesville. All I'm getting is a bunch of stories of what could have happened in Gainesville. Could have been, if that was Broward County, if this happened in Broward County, Kiara ass will already be somewhere in the main jail on the 10th floor. They ain't playing like that. They rather fight you down here. They rather fight you while you're in there than you be out on the streets and them have to figure out if you're the person to fight. We ain't doing that. YNW Melly done been in there for God knows how long, and he done had a whole mistrial. But Broward County don't play like that. And obviously Gainesville don't take crime in their city as serious, but they need to do something about my homeboy.
Yes. Lonnie, I'm gonna have Sean. Sean wanna talk to you. Sean, are you
No
there?
problem.
Hey, Lonnie, how you doing, love?
The best I could. Thank you.
I understand. I understand. Um, so you have answered a lot of my questions. Um, so do you trust that they went to Gainesville because that is a popular vacation destination? Or do you think that it was suggested?
Tyrone is a truck driver, so he knows a lot and he does a lot. He's one of those people, whether it's in the country, out the country, he a traveler by nature. Before he was driving trucks, we was already as teenagers taking trips to Tallahassee, Orlando, Gainesville, wherever the popular car shows are gonna be at. Wherever the motion is, that's where we going. We was doing this before he even had a CDL driver's license.
Okay.
So he's the type of person that can wake up in the morning and see something on TV and be like, man, I want to go there. I'm finna take my kids there. And if he set his mind on it and that's what he wanted to do, he was gonna figure it out. They was gonna do it. And that's just who he was. So it could have been any little thing that made him say Gainesville is, whether it be closer to where she was or anything could have led him there. The last time I spoke with him, it wasn't even about him just going to Gainesville. I was calling him by car wraps and paint, trying to help somebody else get their car painted. So when I talked to him, it wasn't even. He was just like, bro, me and Lou on vacation. When I get back, I'm gonna holler at you about it. I was like, all right, that's cool. Not to think that this will be the last time I ever hear your voice.
Right. So he didn't speak with you like just on some, not only are we going on vacation, but this is where we're going. He didn't tell you that.
No, I didn't know about the cabin or none of that. I knew they was in Gainesville, but I didn't know
Oh,
about like they was in the cabin. And I don't be like I'm on social media. I'm a DJ and an entertainer, so social media helps pay my bills. As long as I'm like the unpopular opinion in Broward County. Like on one hand, I'm an AC technician, 12 years, and my good father. On one hand, and then on the other hand, I'm an asshole entertainer. I'm on social media. I'm popping shit, getting people to interact. So it's like when we talk, it's never just like let's sit down and have a conversation, brother. Right now, it's like nigga, what you doing? Let me holler at you real quick.
right.
Oh, I need to, oh, bitch, y'all in Gainesville, bitch. I thought you was down here. It's Christmas. I've never known him to not spend Christmas with his kids. This was like that's a big deal too. I didn't even put that together. Like, damn, this nigga up here on vacation with Lou and Elijah them down here. Like, I never even. It didn't dawn on me until afterwards. Like, damn, he really went on vacation with her on Christmas. And Tyrone never
Okay.
not on Christmas. His kids is waking up 4-wheelers, bicycles, designer outfits to put on because we finna take pictures. We got to go to all the family members' houses today. Like, it's just a lot about this year was different. A lot, a lot wasn't. It wasn't like it normally is. The energy was off.
And you said this year, not just this season, this year.
Yeah, like it's just like because a lot of like usually we run into each other so much doing different things, but Tyrone has been on his own journey. Like he doing his thing. So I'm just thinking back on it, like yeah, like he was putting a lot of energy into his relationship and his kids.
Okay.
It wasn't
So
no
with that be
about the streets.
okay. So with that being said, did he ever express to you his willingness to include Lulu on his life insurance policies?
I never spoke with Tyrone about that kind of shit. We boys, like that's a conversation I'm pretty sure he had with them or his family. You could probably ask one of them, but that was never. I'm diabetic. I suffer from high blood pressure, hypertension. I'm out here in the street still a little crazy, moving around. I thought I would die long before Tyrone. I never seen it
Right.
in years that something would happen to him where it would even be a thought to have that kind of conversation like, well, you need to check up on your insurance. Well, Tyrone live a good life. Tyrone is a truck
Hmm.
driver. Tyrone get his money. And like I said, just thinking back on it, back in the days, it was about the streets and us being young and youthful and being on the scene. Lately, Tyrone has been about his family, amending relationships, putting people back together, getting shit going on. Get my mom and my dad around each other. These last couple years, he's been on some. I'm ready to become a husband. I want to be a good father, a homeowner. Uh, Anybody who knows Tyrone, that Maserati would have been on 30s or 32s if he was still out here chasing the streets. He wouldn't even that truck. He ain't even painted that truck. He would have painted that bit about 2-3 times by now. He just was on a different path, and that's what's so crazy. Like, how could you leave him in the road, knowing how he felt about you? Fuck how you felt about him
Right.
at that moment. In the moment of whatever could have been going on, there's no way you know this man love you the way he do, and you pulled off and left him sitting there in a different city. This ain't like being in Miami, 20 minutes away, where he can pick up the phone and call any one of his relatives or call his auntie. Auntie, I'm stuck. Da da da. Auntie, this bitch crazy. We fighting. Come get me. This ain't Miami. This ain't South Beach. Y'all in Gainesville, 4 hours away. And you gonna tell me in your right mind you pulled off after he jumped out of a moving vehicle. He jumped out and you looked in your rearview mirror and saw him in the road and said, I'm going to keep going and let him cool down. He'll be all right.
Right. And so, with all due respect, I asked you about the life insurance policy to see if he had discussed it with you, because my follow up question was going to be, because it's being spoken about on social media, did you have a chance, or did it occur to you? Did you ever think to talk about it with Alyssa? Because it's been stated or speculated that
My,
not only did he, not only did he add Alyssa to it, but he took her children off.
So I wouldn't even feel like that was my place to call my sister and say that. What I do know about Alyssa is she's had to uproot her life to accommodate losing her father, the father of her kids. Everything in her
Gotcha.
life has had to change overnight. Joe was a good father, so he brought a lot to the table to make a lot of people's lives easier. Not just his kids, his baby mother. No matter what their
Mm-hmm.
relationship was, I don't. That's not my business. I know the
Right.
kind of father he was. Right now, my kids in the
Right.
house. My baby mamas, whatever they out doing, they ain't got to worry about me calling. They ain't got to ask no questions. They know our kids safe. It was the same situation with his children. Joe has had them. I can remember when Elijah was still just learning how to walk. Guess what? Elijah had in the car with us on the scene. He was that kind of father. So for her to lose that, just and losing him in his presence and losing his financial contributions, it's gonna be things them kids need, and I know she gonna do what she got to do as a mother to make it happen. So I've been pushing the GoFundMe. Everybody ain't in a situation where they can go in their parent pockets right now and give her 100. But if everybody donate 10, or if they need something, then she asking for the help. It's not for her. I know it's for them.
I understand. I was speaking more because you're seeking answers, right? And so I was speaking more to the motive of why Lulu would have done what it's believed that she did. But
I
I
have
understand where you're coming from.
I can't see.
Yeah.
That's where I get lost at, because I can't give answers to questions I don't know. I can't right now. If I could
Right.
sit Lulu down and have a conversation with her, I would ask her a lot of the same questions y'all asking me. Like, what would possess you in your right mind to let whatever happened and occurred happen to him?
Right. Right.
She's not talking to nobody, and I know I'm gonna probably be one of the last niggas she feel like, oh, I owe an answer to. And that's why I was so pressed on Jay answering questions, because Jay, you spent a lot of time not with only Tyrone, you spent a lot of time with Lulu. So that's why I was asking him them questions. But then it dawned on me like it don't even matter what you answer him, because if anybody has something to do with it, the only person who can really put them there and give you the answer you're looking for is Lulu.
Right. Do you
Because
have any idea? I'm I'm sorry. Go ahead, love.
ain't no man finna tell on themselves. Women are more prone to I don't want to get in trouble and easier to break. That's why the police always go after the girl. But a man who had anything to do with that, I don't care who it was. It could be the Pope. A man is not finna give you those answers, because as long as she's sticking to her guns, I'm sticking to mine. So it don't make no sense for me to ask nobody else no questions. Lulu, just come and tell me what's going on. Lulu can't talk right now because talking would incriminate her in a crime. Anybody who know anything about the law or done been to the penitentiary, they tell you you have the right to remain silent, because anything you do and say will and can be used against you in the court of law. If I just
Absolutely.
did something, my old man or your old man as a woman, you just did something to your old man. Let me say it correctly, because people go, I ain't on that pause and none of that gay shit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that on live, but I just want these people not to chop up my conversation and play with me.
Right.
In your mind, you gotta have more going on. So if I just did something that I know consciously is not right, the first thing I'm gonna do is reach out to somebody, and the first thing they're gonna say is, "You don't give no statements to nobody." These people trying to charge you with murder, girl. You better get you an attorney. And if you don't got
Right.
one, you better stay quiet till you can afford one. She can't talk to nobody, but she owed that family. She owed that whole family. When I say that, I'm not just speaking on one side. I'm speaking on all the family. She owed them an answer. She's been around them people to know what kind of family that is. She knew who to call and who not to call. This was done intentionally. This wasn't everything that was done from the moment them people put my homeboy in that ambulance and took him to that hospital was done intentionally to create the narrative that this was an accident. I'm not gonna call the people who gonna question me and hard down question me. I'm gonna call the person
Right.
who I can vent to, who I talk to, and she my friend, and she know I wouldn't do this to her son. She knew I couldn't possibly do nothing like this. I know I love him, and oh, you can call his homeboy Jay. Jay got his truck. Jay got his truck. Jay talked to us earlier. I can just in my mind it can play a million ways, but at the end of the day, it start with you, it end with you, and you've done so many things incorrectly to expose yourself and to expose the evil in you, bitch, you gotta pay. Bitch, you gotta do something. Bitch, I watch people cry.
Absolutely.
I passed out when I see my dog in that casket. Nigga, I don't got no understanding. Zero.
Yeah. I follow
If she
you
ain't
on
want
I
that man,
follow you.
nobody should be called Big Ty. He
Yeah.
deserves it. A real father. I resonate with that because guess what? I see on social media everybody talk about deadbeats, right? I met Gabe. Gabe was fighting for his son, which who lives with him now. When I met T2, well, when I met T2, we was kids, but as adults, when I see him as a father, he was there with his kids. When I had kids, that shit slid on me like, yeah, all my homeboys are good dads. All my homeboys
Right.
got good dads. I could call my homeboys fathers right now and get advice from them. And because this is how we was raised, and these are the kind of men we've been around. From Big Ty, like Big Ty, Gopher, G Boy, all the men in their family, Darius, Kevin, all of these men are stand-up fathers.
Right.
And if you're a woman who is around that family, you know that. You see that. You see all the women in the family gonna ride for them boys, 100%. They ride for their homeboys, so you know they coming by them. She could have picked up that phone and called them people. She had a
Right.
million chances. She sat there in that hospital with Tyrone phone in her hand. Seeing the text messages and calls coming through. Because his phone always ringing. Somebody's always calling, texting, whether it's his sisters, his mama, his aunties. Somebody's always calling. She sat there and looked at that phone and decided who was the best person to call. Who am I going to get a number? When them people asked her who is his next of kin, she could have gave them 15 numbers. But she chose one. And there's a reason why you did that. Everything you
Right.
done. So everything that has been done has been set up in a way so you can cover up what you did. And I don't blame nobody. I blame her because the lies start with her.
Absolutely. Can I ask you, speaking of the telephones, do you have any idea what happened to his other phones? Because it's been said that he had about 3 of them and nobody knows where they are.
All of us got 2 phones or more. If they only found one phone, then you need to start with Lulu. Ask her, where's his
Right.
other wife?
Okay.
Where is
Okay.
it?
Have you been able to spend any time with Big Dro with T1?
When I seen when I seen when I seen Big Ty, I gave him a hug like a son would give a father. And I'm not that guy. You know, I got a million things going on. I'm always in my own life, but losing Drew has really hurt me. But I don't know
Hmm.
how to talk to his father and tell him it's gonna be okay because I've never lost a child.
Right.
I've never had to deal with that pain. I don't know what that pain feel like. So how do I look you in your eyes and be like, "Big Ty, I can replace your son"? I can't. I don't think that's what he needed to hear at that moment. I think he want to know what happened to his child. And I'm gonna ask you the
Right.
same questions. Big Ty, what you know? You don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. There ain't nobody telling him nothing. That man deserved way better than that. Way better than that. Charlotte deserved way better than that. When I was a kid, let me tell you how funny Broward County is. My mama stayed in Don Carlos. I was in elementary school. I was going to Martin Luther King. At that time, I would go over to my mom's house and be next door to Tyrone's mama, Miss Renee's house. And her, my mama, them, and everybody in the neighborhood, they knew each other and politics. But I would go back to school and not even know that I was, dang, I'm this close to you outside of school, and I don't even know that I'm going over here. But we we really supposed to be homeboys. Like this is so crazy. Like I go over here, and I'm chilling with your old girl, them, not knowing, I don't know how y'all family dynamic is, but then that's when I find out, oh, I stay with my grandma, you know, or I'm staying, this, and that's so crazy because I live with my auntie. Oh, my mama stay in
Mm,
Pompano, you know.
mm,
Oh, my mama stay over here. Okay, boom. Through the years, you lose touch with people, then you see them again, and it's like, we growing up. Like now, you going to Stranahan now, bitch? I'm at Ely, da 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 da. Oh yeah, boy, go for letting you drive the donk to school. And you know how it is to see your homeboy. We in 10th grade just getting licensed. He pulling up in the vert at school. We pulling up in a donk. Then you come back, new car, real. Let me get on my shit. I need to get me some money. It's just like
right.
he's been my motivating friend. I didn't know what to tell Big Ty at that time. Your son has been like a brother to me. He done been there in times when I ain't know what to do, brother. Before Tyrone got his CDLs and Gabe was going to get his CDLs, me and Gabe was working at a bag factory in Pompano Beach. Gabe said, bro, instead of loading these trucks every fucking day, bitch, I'm finna go get my CDLs and start driving the trucks.
Mm,
I hear you, but I ain't on that type of time right now. Mind you, I already went to school to do HVAC. 2011, I had already went to school, got my certificate, got my license to do AC. So I'm like, I ain't tripping on driving no trucks. If I want to go get me another good job, I just go to somebody AC company.
mm-hmm,
About a few months after that, T2, I'm finna go get my CDLs. Like, damn, I wish I
mm,
would have got my CDL with these boys, because I look at how hard I gotta put in overtime out here to keep it going. These boys just driving trucks, but then it's like you don't even know the downside of that. Now it's more dangerous for them out there on the road than it is for you to be home.
right.
It's just like they
So
was.
let
I'm listening.
go ahead. No, no, no. Go ahead, baby.
Joe was a different type of person. To have a son like that, I prayed to God to give me a son who I could raise up in my image. That's going. Joe was his daddy's twin.
Mm,
And I'm not taking away from any relationships he shared with anybody else, but Mr. Mr. Tyrone is a very man of a few words. When he say what he say, he mean what he say. He a big
mm,
dude. So when he's standing over you looking down, you know he ain't one to play with. You give him
right,
respect and grace. When I seen him, that was the last time we spoke. The few times we have spoke, that's what it has been about. Justice for Tyrone. There's nothing else to really say to each other. I can't ask you no questions like, dang, you got as much information as me, and you his dad.
right.
What do I think I'm old if you don't know? If you're fighting for answers, and then it's
Absolutely.
like I don't know. I don't know no other ways to explain it. I'm thinking of a million ways to try to give y'all the image of the kind of relationship him and his dad had. Like,
No, we get it. We get it. We get it. Believe me, we get it. We can see it. So I just have one more question and then I'm gonna get out the way. But let me just say this first. Um, I appreciate you taking the time out because that demonstrates that not only do you um respect this channel, because there were multiples that I'm sure would love to talk to you, and you chose to come to Gigi Medici's channel. And I so appreciate you for that. We all do, I'm sure. Um, I appreciate the stands and the posture that you've taken and the respect that you show the family. I follow you on Facebook. So, I get a glimpse into the corner of your brain that you show to the world. I totally respect you. I like the fact that and appreciate the fact that almost a month ago you came out and you gave us a character reference into the female that Dro had given his heart to. You didn't have to do that, but you did. You clarified a lot when you did that. So my last question before I get out the way is because you said that she knew who to call, that Lulu knew who to call, what do you take? How do you feel about the
Me and Dro had
way
a lot of
his
similarities.
mother,
That's
about the
what
way his mother, okay,
me and
wait a
Dro had
minute.
a lot of
How,
similarities in life. Oh, I'm sorry. What you were
how,
saying?
no, I was saying, how do you feel about the way his mother was acting at the funeral and the fact that she left his father out of the obituary?
I want to say this with as much respect, because I'm real Southern, so I grew up around you respect your elders. You don't speak ill on nobody. So I try to respect it, but my stance with the whole situation is right now. When it happened, my heart said Lulu. Once everybody said Lulu, I felt like everybody should have been on the Lulu. But I also have a mother who's let a girl who stabbed me last night back in my house the next day to wake me up and tell me she back. So I understand a mother's love when they've dealt with girls for so long is different from a father's love. A father's love is you until my son marry you, you just a little bitch you fucking for right now. But a mother's love be different when they dealing with those women because they want to see the good in them. You want to see that this girl is good enough to marry your son. You see how he love her and how he treats you. You want to see different things that his cousins was gonna question, things that his aunties was gonna question. She knew Miss Renee wasn't finna ask them questions. Miss Renee was gonna run to her side because we can't believe this tragedy just happened to Tyrone. That's how my heart felt. Like she called her intentionally because she knew that if anybody else came, the police would have been putting her in handcuffs at the hospital. Now, how Miss Renee and the family has been and handled each other, I feel like the Davis family has been very transparent on where they stand and how they coming about Tyrone. I don't know what made Miss Renee, not want to believe it, but I believe in the beginning what she told me out of her mouth was, you can quote me on this. If I felt like that girl did something to my son, I would be the first one to say it. So you need to stop putting all that shit on the internet before we fall out. That was her words to me at Tyrone's wake. I just refuse to speak on it anymore after that. It's like if you I came to you in tears. I literally these people just woke me up because I just passed out in here because I see your son in this casket. So I'm coming to you humble as I can to give my condolences, to tell you, I'm sorry for your loss. And you ready to fight me because I feel like Lulu did something to him. And to go from that standpoint at his weight to go to his funeral the next day and say it's justice for Drew, I just don't know which side she's standing on or who she's standing with or what the motive is or why the sudden switch when you just clearly told me if I post about Lulu basically on the internet again, we're going to fall out. But now you say she guilty. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why she treating one side of the family different or why there's animosity. Anytime I've been around Miss Natasha them or anything they've told me to come to, it's always been open invite. I don't understand what the dynamic is that changed or why she became so cold towards them and not Lulu. But that's just how it went. It's almost like she wanted them to do their own funeral and she wanted her own funeral. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to judge his mother. I'm not here to judge her. Tyrone loved that lady down to the ground. I'd be flawed if I sit here and act like he only spoke on one side of the family. He got sisters from his mama's side. He done lost two brothers on his mama's side. So they love him. He's not, now one of us are the black sheep in our families. He's the brother that come around, nigga. And I don't know how he balanced all those different emotions and all those different people, but he did it. He did it. For real, he ain't missing you. It's your birthday, you got a gift. Valentine's Day come up, oh man, all the ladies in the family got a rose. He's never been the person who was absent in any of their lives. So I can't downplay his relationship with his mama to hype up his father, and I'm not gonna downplay his relationship with his father to hype up his mama. All I'm saying is it was weird energy, and I don't understand what could have been said or what could have been done to make things different, but that's how it came out. And I just respect Big Ty. He handled it like a gentleman. Like I would have been raising hell. Everything would have had to be changed. But Big Ty made sure they stepped. He came out of character. He hasn't embarrassed nobody. All he said is he wants justice for his son and Elsa's, and I think he deserved that much. Whether it come from whoever know, whoever heard something, whoever she's been venting to, whoever is around, because this girl is not just out here in the world, not surviving and not living and not carrying on just in a room somewhere. There's people around her. There's people giving her advice. There's people who she's still reaching out to, calling. Somebody need to say so. Them kids need to answer that man father need to answer, and his mother need to answer, his sisters need to answer. Fuck the friends. Just give them the answers. If you not, then, may God do what he do. Hope it turn out good for you. It can turn out you go to jail or you can wake up in the morning, your car can break down on train tracks. Whatever happened, happened.
We just want to say thank you in the comment section. Everybody is giving their blessings to you. They said that they thank you for coming up and really speaking. And
Gigi, I have something to say.
Okay, Tamala want to speak to you.
Jamal, I just want to apologize because, like I said, everybody was a suspect, and I'm woman to hold myself accountable if I was wrong about you and your impressions. But when I heard about the other friend, Jason, I'm like, yo, he might be. So at the end of the day, I do want to humbly apologize to you because I see that you genuinely cared about this young man and that he was more than just a friend to you. He was a brother. And I truly want to say I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. I honestly, I promise you, I accept your apology wholeheartedly. But I wouldn't even know what was said. I've been staying out of the loop. When I see stuff about Tyrone, I snooze it on Facebook so that way it'll go away, or I just been blocking it out because to me it's like like I said, it keeps replaying over and over. It's like somebody like you lost a sibling today, and then tomorrow you wake up and it's like, oh, you back, and then they die again. So I've been trying to stay away from it. So a lot of the stuff I don't even know what's going on. That's why the information be so like when I hear my name, it be like I didn't even say that. Like I don't even know what's going on.
And I totally agree with you about Jason. Yeah. I totally agree with you. I think he knows more than what he's saying, and I think he's played a big major part. I really do. I think like you said, why did they call you out of everybody? Everybody, because I'm thinking, why didn't they call Gabe? Why didn't they call Jay Jennings? Because he's with them all day, every day. You feel me? So I'm like, I was thrown for a loop there too. But like I said, I do want to apologize to you because, this is genuine and humbly. I do want to apologize to you because you're a good man. You're a real one for real. You're a real one. And I know a real one when I see one. But I'm just sorry because to me, I want justice for Dro, but everybody is a suspect because every day is something.
Before I hang up?
Well, Wes want to talk to you
Let
too.
me just say one thing.
She got questions for
I wanna apologize too, baby. And once I heard you said you was a Sagittarius, I just started tuning in more. One thing about us Sagittarius, we we got good judgment. You know what's going on, and I understand the way you said, the way you did, the things that you did. I understand, and I apologize, baby. And I also want to send my deepest condolence to you because I've been following this ever since I seen it. When Auntie Natasha first made the statement and she came out, I've been on it. I just want you to know that I'm on your side. I want justice for Dro too. I was damn near in tears listening to you and Gabe because it's just like this is real life. This is not no fucking movie or no Netflix channel. This is real life. Like y'all are hurting. I feel it, And I just wanted one question I wanted to ask you before you get out. Have you ever met the twin? Have you ever met the brother? Do you know anything about him?
Listen, I done been on People Finder. I done, I done been on I done been on social media trying to search back. I done been Googling this lady name, trying to get her relative's name so I can get her mama name so I can find out who her siblings is. So we can just get a picture outside of the pictures we got. And I can't find nothing. So if somebody listen, if y'all get the evidence, I'm all ears. For anybody, this is what I want to say. And I'm saying this directly to Gainesville Police Department. This is not even to the blogs or anybody else. Anybody who has something to do with my friend's demise, not just who played a part in the immediate death of Tyrone, but anybody who's conversated with her and know direct information and has not stepped forward, anybody who's played a part in housing her, we not stopping with just her. Anybody who played with my friend or who tried to cover up what's happening to him, I wish the worst on them. I want them locked up. I don't want to even say anything nasty at this point. I just want justice for Drew. I want that pot of blue won't move. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. We not stopping to everybody who has something to do with this fucked up. Everybody who has something to do with this. Because at the end of the day, y'all didn't take the life of
me. How did Tyrone and her meet each other?
Because Tyrone a hot boy, and Tyrone, that nigga on feet, he coming through, he on these 32s, and everybody want a piece of the nigga who, that nigga on the scene. When he pull up, he's that nigga. He pull up, bright car, fancy clothes, and the crazy thing is, the girl who she is now ain't even seem like that was Ty's type. Like, if you look at his baby mother and any other girl that I've known him to talk to, they've always been slimmer, cute, working kind of girls. The girl who she's become ain't even what he initially hollered at. She was skinny, no ass, big face, looked like she fresh off the boat. So how she became this girl she is now, I don't know. Yeah, brother.
So what she was in? She was in Fort Lauderdale when he met her. What is she called again?
No, I didn't meet her in Fort Lauderdale. I met her in Orlando at the Orlando Classics. This was like 20.
Yeah, I know y'all. Yeah, when the car show. Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah. Because I thought maybe he probably met her like maybe Orange Crush or something like that. Because I know that's big in Gainesville and that's big in Tampa. It's big in Miami. You feel me? Yeah.
So every year we go to the Classics. So that year when I posted when his truck was blue, I think that was that was probably before. That was probably 2019 or 2018. I want to be accurate as possible. We went up there. No, that had to be like 2019, 2020. Alani was born. So that had to be like 2019, 2020. I think that's the first time I heard about her. We had to went up there. No plans. He just dropped the truck. The truck wasn't even out the paint shop a good 24 hours yet. He called me like, bro, we finna go to the Classics. They put my rims back on now. I'm like, I'm finna get ready. When we got up there, it was me, him, a few other guys who had cars who we know, and his son Elijah. We didn't have a hotel room. So that's the first time he ever mentioned her, like, bitch, I got some little shit up here. You feel me? If we can't get a room, bitch, I can hit, you feel me, and see what they got going on. And that was the first time I had ever heard of her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you know anything about her and the baby mama's sister? Her and the baby mama going to college together? Did my baby mama sister?
I wouldn't know nothing about
Yeah,
that.
he probably
I
wouldn't know
never.
nothing about that. Hold
You
on.
know, when it come to friends, you don't ask certain questions. So I don't invade his personal space, or I don't talk to Alyssa like that, like out of bounds. Like, oh, let me just call her sister. Let me sit on the phone and gossip with you. I'm not that type of man. I wouldn't want nobody caked up gossiping with my baby mama or my old lady. So I respect that I wouldn't know that kind of information.
Right, because there's a line that you don't want to cross. Absolutely,
yeah,
as a friend.
there's a line. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is how I feel about Lulu. Alyssa, I can walk up to and say sister and give her a hug, and it wouldn't be nothing. But Alyssa, the type of bitch when she come around, I don't even look at her face.
Oh wow.
Looney, let me ask you this question. Was the trip
It's like
Hold on, Tamala, hold on. Go ahead, Wes. I'm gonna let Wes talk a little bit. Go ahead,
thank
Wes.
you. Was the trip just for them two or was it a group trip? Because I know you said you're not really into the social media shit, but there is a video that's going around where it's insinuating that there was someone else in the car with them. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen that too, but I wouldn't know nothing about that right there. Like I told you, when I talked to him, it wasn't even to find out that he was going on the trip. Christmas coming up, and when people calling me trying to get their car wrapped, I'm calling all my homeboys who I know who got somebody who probably in the industry who could give me a deal on getting it done. He was the first person that came to mind. I called him. He told me he was out of town. They was finna be they was going out of town, finna be celebrating. He told me he was gonna hit me up when he got back in town. That was the end of that.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well, that was
I
all
hope
the
I cleared
questions
up
I
a
had
lot
for
for
you because
y'all
you
as
really
far as
answered all my
my
questions. That was just
involvement.
like the last little ones that I just could think
And
of.
I'm sorry to the young lady who I did right initially. I
Me.
know I was
That's
kind of
me.
aggressive.
That's me.
I'm sorry. I want to apologize because I
It's
don't, like
all
I said, social
good. It's okay.
because of how social media works, by the time y'all be done posted and people come in it, I'm getting the information 24 hours later. So I don't have a chance to come and say, maybe I should go and talk to somebody and let them know, like, I don't have a problem with what's going on. What y'all are doing is a good thing. Y'all, no matter how many stories anybody can come up with, as long as Tyrone's name is not dying in vain and people are using his name to get justice, that's what we need right now. So I don't hate anybody who's trying to get his story pushed out there. These people need to know that he wasn't just anybody and we not finna lay down. My thing is, by the time the information is transferred from the internet to me, it's like these people are attacking people. And it's like, dang, by the time I watch the story, it's like, well, they really not attacking people. They just going off the information they're getting. And I would be the same way. So if it's justice for Drew and people are dropping them blue hearts and people are pushing this narrative and people are not coming up off it, and we're going to find out whoever had something to do with it, whether it be Lulu granddaddy, her cousin, the nigga she was fucking who stayed where she stayed, whatever it may be, let's do it. Let's
We
chase it.
on their
Let's
ass.
find out. And it leads anybody who knows something, call in, tell. If you don't want to tell the bloggers, call Gainesville PD. If you don't want to call Gainesville PD, write his family. Ain't nobody laying down on this situation until there's answers. Even if those answers don't make it to me, there's people who deserves to know what happened that day in Gainesville. And I'm gonna applaud y'all because I could have came on here. Y'all could have tried to rip me apart. Y'all gave me a chance
we're
to tell
not
my
like
story
that. We're not like
about
that.
my friend.
I would not
And
let that happen.
y'all really pushing for justice for Drew. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate y'all having me on here tonight.
We appreciate you.
Thank
And I just
you.
want to say I apologize as well in my chat. If they said some stuff, I'm going to apologize on
Man, them
behalf of
people been on my case.
my chat.
When I say I got so many message requests, I'm like, dang, what did I do? Like, I know I'm popular, but damn, like, what's going on? But thank y'all for having me on here. Maybe they got some insight now and they can start
did. They
thinking
got
that.
a lot of insight. The whole idea of you flip and it changed.
Yes.
And
Greatly
why?
appreciated.
Because you use your voice. Your voice is powerful. When you say mute, people make up stuff and they run with it. And a lot of times it's not about facts, it's about a belief. If people believe something, and it may not be the truth, that's going to be more powerful. So your voice is powerful. Don't ever lose it. Someone says here, Looney, what was her anger like? We hear about this other side.
I like island women. I always, back in my days, I had this thing for growing up with black women in your family and not getting the best picture of what a woman should be. It has you thinking like, this ain't what I want. Like, I grew up watching my aunties and my mom would move a certain kind of way and seeing things, and it's like, well, when I get married, that ain't what I want. Like, I know I don't want to be. I don't want to go over there to the other side, but I know this ain't what I want. So I had a thing for women who come from different places, and what we learn about those women is they may come and they may cook and clean, but they will whoop your ass. They come from islands where they ain't just taking ass whoopings or taking abuse. They over there giving it out too. And I learned that about a lot of my island women. Like, they could be the calmest, sweetest people, feed you, and they might provide something for you internally that you feel like you can't get from the regular woman around you. But they will whoop your ass instantly. It's not a thought about it. I've dealt with it. I've seen it, and that's a small glimpse of what her temple could do. Like, we niggas who like toxic shit. Like, yeah, me and my girl fight, but that's my girl. That's what we go through. That ain't your problem. Unfortunately, what they went through this time led to my friend's death. And at that point, I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe her nothing. Nobody owes her anything. She owes this family answers that she's not giving, because her and Tyrone got a pact that they would never discuss their business with people outside of their relationship, or she just feels like they don't need to know. I felt like, even at his wake, I felt like there's a chance she might come around, because, when you actually see that person you love go in the ground, you come up off of those feelings. It's like, maybe she'll talk to somebody, but then we standing there talking and get like, bro, y'all talk to Lulu. And I'm like, what, you talk to her? Well, what she said? And he said, bro, she told me it ain't none of my business what happened between her and T2. Right then and there, I lost all respect for her. I lost any ounce of gratitude or anything that I could have given her that she just came out and said. I could have forgave you for whatever happened that day. And went to God and said, God, whatever she did, it might not have been intentional. Or, God, this at that point, you guilty. You a murderer. You a killer. You don't give a fuck about my friend. You didn't love him the way you say you did. Because there's no way nobody knows what happened that day. And you ain't sat down and said, well, you know what, even if I ain't going to tell the police, we was fighting about such and such. And that led up to this. Or this happened. Or this person. Or anything. You have done nothing. You've done nothing, but you can get on the internet and put 6 pages of nothing ass information up. Shit that nobody cares about. Who gives a fuck if this person know you or don't know you, or they speaking on you? Who gives a fuck? What happened in that car? What, fuck that? What happened what happened when y'all got that went from y'all videoing, taking all these videos, giving out all these gifts, laid up, y'all drinking and chilling? What went from that till he's dead, till you left him to go? How, she needs to get them answers up, and she not. So as far as I'm concerned, bitch, this ain't no accidental death, bitch. You killed my friend, bitch, and we want your head in a good way. We gonna let the police deal with you. Because any other kind of way, it's gonna be too fast. You need to suffer for this. You need to look at yourself in the mirror every day and say, you know what? Whatever happened, I should have stayed there on that scene. I should have called his mama, and then the next call I should have made should have been to his daddy. Because I didn't just have one number, or I could have did so many things different, but I didn't try to do shit. I let him die. I'm willing to let his name go down the drain. I'm willing to let these people play with him because I gotta protect me. You care that much about yourself, bitch? Be fine in jail.
With that being said, do you have any irritation with the mom? She went to Gainesville and she asked for help, but we know, everybody
Again,
know
like I
that
said,
she's cool with Lulu, but she's not blaming Lulu, and it's off putting because the person
I
that would
don't know.
know is
I
Lulu.
don't know what's going. When I say like the death of one child is a lot, but to lose 3 kids in a manner that wasn't just natural causes, that's a lot. and you don't know what that does to somebody's mind. You don't know what's triggering her to behave how she's behaving or do the things she's doing. I feel like she's just doing the best she could as a mom to get answers, and whatever she's doing, if it works for her, it works for her. But it don't work for me, so I'm gonna keep saying justice for Drew, not to upset her or to play in her face, but how hard you gonna go about it? She lost a son and I lost a friend. Big Ty lost a son. The way y'all gonna go about it is how y'all gonna go about it. I can only push the narrative that justice for Drew. I can only say that a million times. I can say that till my lips bleed. I can't say nothing else. I can't speak on them as parents because I don't know. I don't know how it feel to be in their shoes. I just feel like if it was me going to Gainesville and I know I'm finna go up here, I would have called everybody. Like, listen, Tyrone, bitch, I'm pissed off with y'all, but guess what? We finna go up here because who's the best speaker? Y'all get on Chat GPT, bitch, y'all figure it out. Let's get this together so when we get in front of these people, we can... Tyrone Davis Jr., he was here with Kiara Davis. They were staying here. Y'all police have done XYZ. We got to the scene and still finding fucking food on the scene from that they had at a restaurant. Why wasn't none of this collected as evidence? Why? There are so many questions that could have been asked at that meeting, and those people could have been approached so hard because now it's starting to look like y'all are covering something up, like y'all violated my son's civil rights. Like, I need to go ahead and find out what's going on and who is this officer that's on top of his case. There are so many ways you could have attacked them for playing with my friend, and I just feel like that was overshadowed by her being upset about the content, about shit that shouldn't even matter at this point. I'm here. If you here to get justice for Dro, whether I like what you said or not, you still here in support of Dro. So that's where I stand. I done heard a lot of bad shit about me. I done heard that I got some of the money that was stolen. I done heard that I'm out here covering for Jay, and I done heard a lot of bad shit about me, but I can't allow that to affect the cause. The cause is justice for Dro. So if you got to think the worst about me for us to get answers about what happened to him, that's for y'all and God to deal with. I know what I did. I know what I didn't do. At the end of the day, I feel like everything that could have been accomplished that day was overshadowed because she lost her cool in a moment where it should have been the coolest moment. This is the time to speak. The mayor, everybody, all of the people who we put in place here to have these jobs, right now you have them at an advantage because they can't hide behind closed doors or anything. Right now, you have 1 million people watching Gainesville. They probably ain't never had that many views since they've been doing those meetings. And no, that time wasn't taken advantage of. And that's because I feel like she was more focused on what's going on the internet than pursuing the person that hurt Tyrone.
Got it. Can I say something? Because I know that narrative about you, I said that, and I would like to address that. And I also will want to make a observation and want to know your thoughts. To me, it seems like Renee is kind of playing in people's face. It feels like we all feel that Lulu is the killer. It feels like Renee is protecting the killer and went up there and just making it seem like it's a mysterious person out there that did it, but you know you are protecting this killer. So it seems
I didn't
awkward.
even watch the meeting. I didn't. I'm gonna tell you, somebody sent me a snippet of her arguing with the guy Polo. They sent me a snippet of it, and I really didn't even really tune in too much because once I seen what was going on, I don't even want to feel those kind of emotions and be trying to figure out how to feel about that. So I didn't really watch that part or what she said. What I can say is from what I did hear and from talking to family and talking to different people and the parts that I did catch, I just feels like whatever could be going on in her brain, she don't want to believe that Lulu could have did that to her son. I don't feel like she wants to even, like, yeah, something happened to him, but you don't want to believe the person who you let into your family, the person who you trusted with your everything. You just know this person would do right. You don't want to believe that you could possibly just do something to hurt him and kill him. You don't want to believe that, and I don't think she's even wrapped her fingers around believing that because, like I said, what she said to me, not to nobody else, social media, nothing else. She told me if she believed that Lulu did something to him, she would be the first person to say it. So in my heart, you don't believe that Lulu did this.
I hear you, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I want to know your thoughts about my thoughts. I hear you. You're saying that she is in denial, but do she know she's in denial? And if she is in denial, I would want her to step aside and let Natasha push it all the way through because we have to get justice, and she's protecting the killer.
Family. I support the Jennings family and the
She's
Davis
protecting
family.
the killer. Okay.
Yes, but see, everybody don't. I mean, I don't think that everybody on that side of the family might feel like Lulu innocent because some people know, you know, something happened and somebody got to be held accountable. So I don't want to judge the whole family based off of what his mom said to me. But at the end of the day, it's just like I've always been in full support of whatever Big Ty say. I mean, whatever, if Big Ty stamp it, that's what it is. That's just how I'm coming. That's just what it is. And right now, if he called me and said, "Hey, Luna, this is what's going on, and this is what I want you to say, and you gonna do this," that's just what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be no detouring. It ain't gonna be no. So if Miss Natasha them said, it's not like he's not around and my sister them out here just making accusations. It's like no, they're family. They together. They eat together. They thrive together. If she's saying it, it's good as gold. Big Ty you can't. You're not gonna play with one of them over there. So I always support what they got going on. I support anybody who's looking for justice for drugs. Anybody who's telling me that I'm wrong about how I feel in my head or that my thoughts are any different than what the truth is, I'm gonna feel like, you know, whatever you feel, you can go ahead and feel that over there. I'm gonna stay away from you and we're gonna agree to disagree, and that's just what it's gonna be. But anybody who's for justice for Drew, I'm with that. That's the movement. That's 100%. I'm behind that. It can be to the point I come in on everybody's lives. If I see somebody say something and I see Lulu picture and they got the devil horns coming from my head, I go right on there. Justice for Drew, lock her ass up. And that's just because one voice is not enough. 1,000 voices is not enough. We need them to see that this is not somebody who was just average who died and people are gonna sweep it up under the rug and be okay with it. No, they need to be hearing these thoughts. Whatever's coming up, any information that's popping up, whoever needs to be investigated, go ahead and do y'all job. And if that's what the Davis family pushing, guess what? That's where I'm at. When they stop pushing, I know they got the answers that they supposed to got. When I know they have those answers, whether it's for me or not, whether it's something they decide that we're gonna share that with the world, or as a family we're gonna take this internally. Once I know they say, okay, we got the justice we deserve, I stop talking about my friend. I stop bringing his name up, and I let it die. But right now, he can't just die in the middle of the road. He just can't die. He just can't die in some hospital bed as a John Doe. That just don't happen. It don't happen nowhere. I would hope if I died today that my family, my friends, the people who love me, get up and go as hard as them people going about my friend. A lot of people would have looked at this and just walked away from it like, okay, well, he did. She won't say nothing. We got to wait on the police. Fuck waiting on the police. Let's make them wait on us to stop with our bullshit because they got to get up and do their motherfucking job. They got to get up and do it. And it ain't, and there's not enough that anybody can say or do to push that narrative. We need these people. Everybody need to be heard. Whether it's Polo, whether it's y'all, whether it's this new girl somebody just sent me, whether it's whoever got evidence or you got something that looks fishy that needs to be investigated, let's lock all the ass up. Everybody got to go.
Got it. And I want to know, what are your thoughts about my thoughts? My first issue with Renee was her friend Nikki. You probably was not around. I don't know if you know about Nikki. Her name is Nikki Stokes. She came
That's what
out.
made me go live the first time. I know Nikki personally.
Okay.
Nikki was like, Nikki is my mama homegirl. Nikki, I damn near raised me. I knew Nikki before the Nikki she is now. Like, I've known her my whole life. Like, for real. Used to do all my t-shirt works, made my first business cards. That's what made me come to the internet. That shit hurt my feelings because me listening to Nikki talk, it's like, Nikki, you know Joe loved you down. You know, if we in the flea or something, you see any of us, you treat all of us like your kids. All of us are welcome to come to your shop. Like, why would you get on the internet and even make all these insinuations about Joe being a violent person? Joe didn't beat on women. Joe get mad. Joe get around a bitch. Joe cuss you out like a dog. Joe get your ass around him. But Joe wasn't a lot of those things. She tried to make it seem like my friend was an alcoholic. My friend is on the road 3 weeks out the month. So what he doing? He just stopped. He come home and drink himself to sleep and then get on the truck and then just stop drinking. No, he's not an alcoholic. He drinks occasionally like anybody else. He don't beat on this girl. He's not none of those things that you could be putting out here or trying to insinuate to say that, okay, this is why Renee is right. Because y'all don't know. Y'all only know this. No, we know Tyrone. We know his character. We've been around him just as much, too, to have an opinion, to feel some kind of way. You don't get on the internet and bash my friend who just died in the hospital as a John Doe. You don't get to do that. You don't do that. That with all the respect that I can have for Nikki and the 360 she has done in her life, don't play with Tyrone like that. That shit sent me overboard. That's what started all of this right here, right now. Because I felt like I had to protect my friend character. Like, y'all putting out stories. I done heard all kind of shit, gay shit. Oh, I'm sorry with the G word, but no disrespect, but I've heard all kind of stories. So many stories so fast popped up about who Tyrone was, not about what happened to him. So right now, what y'all are doing is trying to find out what happened to him and how we can get the people that did something to him arrested. The stories people was putting out was about what kind of man Tyrone is. Like, he was just this bad person. Like, y'all don't know him. Y'all trying to judge Kiara. How could y'all defend her? At the end of the day, how could anybody get on this internet and defend her when she not defending herself? She hasn't got out here one time to say anything in remote to y'all leave Miss Renee alone. Miss Renee ain't do nothing but come to check on her son. Has she even got on the internet and said anything remotely to that? Only thing Kiara give a fuck about is saving herself and saving whoever helped her do this to my dog or who trying to help her get away with it. That's all Kiara has given a fuck about. So at the end of the day, I feel like unless they're having private conversations and no one is just coming out saying that, then at the end of the day, I feel like nobody should stand next to her right now. Nobody should be in any kind of support and morally say they love Drew, but I'm in support of Kiara that she didn't do this. There's no way you love him and you're going to sit here and tell me that you support the person who he was last with. The one person who was supposed to protect him. No, fuck no. Hell no. So when I look at what y'all doing and I look at your assumptions, I feel like this right here. I don't want to answer on that because I don't want to disrespect Joe's mama. But at the end of the day, the way they moved and the things that were said, there's no way I would have let anybody play with my child or my friend or anybody I love like that. Miss Nikki owes Mr. Tyrone them and the whole family. I don't know if they spoke, but she owes them an apology. Because she was not supposed to come out here and try to make Tyrone or anybody else look like a bad person when he's the one who was laid up in the hospital with a cracked skull. No, I just don't believe that. And I take that to the grave. Anybody who feels some kind of way about that, that's just them. But at the end of the day, that's what made me get on the internet. That is the exact point when I got upset and like y'all playing with my friend character and trying to make him less than a man. Y'all are demeaning him down to trash because that's how she left him on that road. So to say that she's innocent, that would mean that goddamn me, Joe was just a dumb nigga and that he fell at the gas station first. But then he didn't fall at the gas station. He was let outside the car so he can calm down. And she thought he was going to walk to the gas station. How can a nigga who jumped out at 25 miles an hour walk anywhere? And then now he's jumped out at 25 miles an hour, and that's what happened. How can I believe anything you say when you done gave me 3 versions of what happened to him already without a clear shot of what happened prior to that? Unless you can come and tell me that you just found out y'all was HIV/AIDS positive and he was suicidal, unless you can come and prove that to me, there's no way you can ever convince me that my friend went from being happy, trying to spoil his lady, trying to make sure his relationship was intact, to he decided to commit suicide. With the S word, unalive himself. I just don't believe that. There's nothing that can ever make me believe that. Nobody can ever make me believe that. And anybody try to make me believe that, I'm going to feel like you wasn't for Drew. And at that point, hopefully you ain't in my face and we got to squabble about it.
Well, thank you so much. They said stop asking you about Renee, so I'm going to leave those other questions alone.
Yeah, I ain't got no disrespect for her. I don't have a problem with Miss Renee. Like I said, I can only speak my truth. And I was confused because at the funeral, like I said, she told me to stop bringing it up. So in my mind, she knows something that I don't. Let me shut up about it. But at the same time, then now she's saying that she wants justice for him. So obviously she knows something I don't know. She might have information that none of us have. It might not even be about Lulu. Whatever it is, though, as long as it's justice for Drew and she want them locked up, and the dad want them locked up, and his friends want them locked up, his kids want them locked up, we all pushing the same thing, no matter what it look like.
But okay, my issue with that, Looney, is why not share it with Natasha? Why not come together as a community?
Like I told you, when you lose 3 kids, you don't know what's going on in somebody's brain. So it's not. God won't allow me to think that big to try to understand that I can even come close to understanding what she's going through or why she's making the decision she's making. I can't ruffle my brain with that, because if I do, then I'm overthinking too much into this. Right now, as long as the family is saying justice for Drew, that's where I stand with this. As long as y'all goal is justice for Drew, then I'm all behind it. And can I say one more thing?
You can say everything. You can say many things you want. Here. Go ahead.
Like I said, Alyssa is still in transition and trying to get things situated with her kids. Her cash app is money sign. I think it's Knots by Ali. I don't have it directly on my brain right now, and I'm not even looking at my phone. But I think it's Knots by Ali, and she does have a GoFundMe. If you support Drew, whether it's $1 or 50 cents, whatever it is that's going to make them kids' life easier at this point, we want to help her. And then if y'all want to ask me, have I donated yet? No, I haven't donated directly to the cause because they have my number. And whatever it is she's trying to accomplish, when she do call me, I want to be able to help her. Not just say, yeah, I sent her $50. No, I want to be able to say I was a stand-up nigga, and she called me and said I was still $1,000 short, and I went and made sure I got that $1,000 to help her. When she gets to that point, I'm pretty sure she know how to reach out to the right people who need the right. But right now, everybody say they support Drew, should support his kids. Y'all do the right thing. Patch in.
All right.
We're going to go 10 toes down for him. We're going to go 10 toes hard. Powder blue, don't move.
That. I really appreciate that. And like I said, powder blue don't move. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. As long as this is an injustice, there won't be no peace. We want justice. We're going to keep calling. We're going to keep making statements. We're going to keep popping up in Gainesville. We're going to keep on shouting from the streets, justice for Drew. And thank y'all for having me on here tonight.
All right.
Justice for Drew.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.
Paint that powder blue.
Go ahead,
Tell them paint that powder blue. Paint that powder blue as justice for Drew. We heard what the friend said. We know what it said. Like he said, he can't say what's going on with Renee, but he can say.
And I apologize if I was pushing it, y'all. I apologize, okay? Go ahead.
It's still Lulu. So yeah, we gonna stand on it. It's still Lulu, Jason, and whoever else. But like he said, he can't say nothing too much about Renee. He don't wanna, kind of overstep his boundaries because he know his brother loved his mama. But at the end of the day, we can say what it is. Renee, we want you to come on down and say what it is, girl. Because at the end of the day, we want justice for Dro. We don't want to throw this under the bus. We don't want him to be one box that's sitting on the shelf collecting dust like everybody else is. We don't want that for him. Like you told them people when you went into that meeting yesterday, that town hall meeting, and you told them 2,500 people came to the funeral. Okay, over 2,500 people want to know what happened to Dro. So it's justice for Dro. We want to know. Powder blue, don't move. We're going to scream it all day long, like Auntie Sasha said. And this is Tamala saying it. Have a great one, y'all.
Well, listen, and you see why I keep on telling you guys to like the video. Everybody in comment section said these likes are horrible. Y'all not gonna like the video if I don't keep on reminding you to like the video. Can you guys please take the time out to like the video? Everybody needs to hear what the best friend has to say. Please like the video, and this is why I will continue to say in my lives every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes. Like the video, because y'all not gonna like the video if nobody tell you to like the video. You're not gonna do it on your own. Okay? You gotta be reminded. It's like an alarm system. Like the video. I should just put alarm every 15 minutes. It go beady, 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 beady. Like the video. Honestly, because they're not gonna do it if you don't tell them.
Right. That's right, because we're trying to get this movement. The marathon continues for Dro. Let's keep this movement, guys. And then also, after we get off of here, let's go to the baby mama cash app and send something for the loved ones of those little kids. I don't care what we get. Send it up, or like he said, send it to them. It's a blessing. God knows it's a little token of our love.
If somebody can just give me the right cash app and I just put it in.
All right, girl, put it in. I already got it.
Okay. Well, just can you text it so I can just put it on the screen?
She put it in, what's her name? T Lady? She put it in there.
So here it is. I'm assuming this is the right one. This is for Tyrone's baby mother. That's not the GoFundMe, but that's the Cash App. That's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter, right? Okay.
It don't matter.
Wes, I want to know your thoughts. That's Tamala doing all
Hello?
that.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Wes.
Yeah, I'm glad to been able to, get to be able to apologize, because one thing about me, I can always admit when I'm wrong. And I definitely misjudged him. After hearing him today, he definitely.
What happened,
Hello?
Wes? Wes, you went out. Go ahead,
No,
Wes.
I'm sorry. Someone was calling in my phone. I don't even know how they getting. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. So I just really got that he was really a genuine friend and
Yeah.
his friend. And I really appreciate him being able to just come and just be really like vulnerable and open up and just give his truth. And like I said, a closed mouth don't get fed. We was all assuming because we never really got to hear his side. And today I really got a clear, version of him. And yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I feel like he was honest. I felt like he was talking straight from the heart. I feel like he want the same thing we want, answers.
Right.
And he really didn't want, and I understand that out of respect for his brother. I mean, out of respect for his friend.
Wes,
Some
your
real good
thing.
information once he said that Renee told him that he don't want her to talk about it. Why wouldn't you want him to be screaming justice? So it always go back to her in this Lulu relationship.
Yeah. And Wes, I want to say, when you were talking, oh my God, I almost cried when you apologized to Looney because it was so heartfelt and it was so genuine. I really appreciate it. I was like, whoa, you know?
I really felt it was like I really, really was like tearing up because I really felt bad for him, and especially when Gabe got to talking. Like, yeah, I know that feeling. Also, wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I sent my condolence, and I really wanted to get that off. So thank you for allowing me to be able to get that off my chest.
Always. Sean, I'm glad you back up. I thought the link was at the top already, Sean. I didn't know you were on the side waiting. I was wondering what happened, but I said, well, maybe she just had an emergency.
No, after so long, it don't let you go to the top anymore. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Um, I think he was very articulate.
The fuck?
He, he, huh?
No, go ahead. That's Wes. I got to kick her out so she can come back up. Go ahead.
Oh, I think he was very articulate. He was as transparent as he needed to be for social media, and I respected everything that he said. I respected everything. Um, I don't think he threw anybody under the bus. I think he came up here to answer questions, and if answering them honestly threw somebody under the bus, then damn it, that's what time is for. He didn't come up here to play, and we wasn't particularly in the mood to play with him. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate him taking his time because he didn't have to. With and I appreciate um Tamala and West apologizing to him for their
I
feelings and the things that they
apologize
said.
too. I apologize too.
Yes,
Go
and
ahead.
I appreciate it all, and I hope he does genuinely appreciate it too. Um, and really, that's really all we can ask for. He don't know. There's a reason why he don't know, and he's got two daughters to raise. What is he to do? Act the damn fool, and then his daughters be without their father? Don't we already got two kids without their father? So he's being smart about it. He wants answers and he want to know facts before he act. And obviously he has no problem, like he said, calling the police. And if that's what he feels like justice is, who are we to judge? You know what I mean? We may handle it one way, but he got to handle it his way because he the one that's got to live with how he handles it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that, brother. I always have, and ain't nothing changed.
All right. Go ahead, Tamala, before I bring up other individuals.
Oh, I just was agreeing with Sean. I said, Amen. I'm agreeing with Sean because she said it.
Okay.
She
And
said it
Wes,
back.
Wes, are you back now?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. What else you were going to say before I bring other people up? Go ahead, Wes.
No, I was just that was just really like good. It was cleansing for me because I've been following this like from the very beginning, and it's like, wow, this is like real life. And I was telling you that today, like, even though we all just like watching this from social media, like this is really like going on. Like someone has been unalived. They are not getting the proper answers that they need. The families are divided. They are hurting. It's just like spiritual warfare, just like Big Tyrone keep on saying.
And I felt it was so real. Press two of you felt real. I felt like it wasn't
Yes.
gossip. It was not gossip. It
No.
wasn't speculation. It wasn't, okay, let's figure this out. It was no figuring out. If he didn't know, he did not know. So I appreciated him not answering some of my questions. I think that was smart on his behalf, but I have my mind and I'm just going to go there and ask. And he stopped. And that's respectful. So let's go to Dovey. Are you there, Dovey?
Hi, hi
Hi.
everybody. Hi, family. Hello, chat. Thank you for welcoming me up, Gigi. I got a question. Gigi, maybe someone can. All this here speculation, what what they going on with? Are they calling, dealing with the Gainesville detective and let them know what they come up with and what they theory? Is the family doing any of that?
I know Natasha is. I can guarantee you she is. So I do believe, yes, the family is reaching out to the police, letting them know their theories, letting them know they believe it's Lulu. I do believe that. I can't prove it, but I
Okay.
do believe that Natasha is on it.
Okay, so I've been watching it from the time that it started, and I've been covering it too. But it is, it's like that for what I get. Uh, okay, the first thing, I'm not gonna play it. Him and his father and all of them, even though that he a working guy and he helped the family and those that need, but yes, he was about that life. Okay. We can just we can cut that part that he was about that life. So because oh my God, I just hate how it happened. I just couldn't really get my mind getting together, like imagining. But it's true what had happened to him, that he's gone. uh, I'm from Fort Lauderdale. Okay, I'm from Lottie Dottie. So I basically know round back, and I seen some people from private school board that when I was driving buses down there that was doing it, that was on camera too. So okay, yes, they was about that life. Hip Tyrone and her, yes, they did cap each other off with love licks passing to one another. Okay, but I still that did in fact with Lulu.
Got it. Hold
It did
on, Dovey.
with okay.
Just because we're going short on time, mentor, are you there?
Yes.
Talk to me. What's going on? What are your thoughts about
Um,
tonight? What happened?
I'm about a week in this, so forgive me if I'm repeating something. But I did have a question for Tamala. Um, Yesterday y'all was pulling up the Lulu house, and Tamala said it was a Hummer and a sedan in the driveway. Am I correct about that?
Um, Now, oh, I got that picture from social media. I don't know the date, so I can't say nothing about the date. Go ahead,
I
Tamala.
was talking about the one Tamala was talking about when she said it was a Hummer and a sedan in the driveway.
It was a copper color Hummer, and it was also a black little sedan out there. Yes, it was. Uh huh.
Okay, and I was listening to the 911 calls, and it kept calling a sedan. So I'm just like, why they didn't have like a color?
I don't know why they didn't have a
I don't
color.
know. You have to ask that. You have to
Hold
call down
on,
to the.
Tamala, stop. Thank you, mentor. We don't know that one. Um, driver, driverness, are you there?
Yes.
Talk to me.
Hey, how you doing this evening? How everybody on the
Good.
panel doing? Um, that young man spoke from his heart,
Thank you. Yes.
and I really, really appreciate that because I've been following this from the very, very beginning. I also live in Florida, and believe it or not, it's really a big thing down here about this happening to this young man. And it was so refreshing to hear someone that personally knew him come on your channel and speak from his heart. And I can only wish that his mother and that Lulu would do the same.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right, you guys come up, hit that link. We want to hear from you. What were your thoughts on Tyrone best friend Looney coming up here, having the courage to speak to all of us, even though in the past some of us may not say it the best thing about him, but that took courage. He didn't come up here yelling. He didn't even do all that cussing and nothing like that. It was respectful conversation. It was community. So feel free to hit that link, come up here, and we want to hear from you. It's very important for you to let your voice be heard, your thoughts about it, right? All right. So, Margot, are you there? Talk to us. What were your thoughts about Tyrone's best friend speaking out?
Yes, hi. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I want to say good evening, and I just want to commend you, this panel, for even having this young man come up the way that he did. I too live in Florida. I'm a mother. I have a son, and I have to honestly say, and I'm going to say it exactly how I was feeling it. Just listening to him saying how um, Dro's mom and the way she went about it and how close she was to Lulu. I have one son. My son is married. And I can tell anybody, and I will tell the world, I love his wife. But something like that happened to my son, I don't give a damn. That's my son first. And nothing comes before that. No marriage, no relationship, no nothing. If anything had happened to my son like that, I honestly have to respect his friend. He is a true friend. You don't find, and I'm like kind of emotional about it, and I'm not going to cry. And I know my voice sounds shaky because you can't help but put yourself in a position like that. And that's why we have to stay prayed up and pray over our families because sometimes we just never know from day to day. And with the way things are going on out there, we have to stay prayed up. And that young man loved his friend. You heard that in every word. And just like the young lady said, he was respectful. He articulated himself very well. And the way you ladies on the panel came in and admitted and apologized to this young man, that says a lot about you all and your character as well. That's all I have to say. And justice
Thank you. Justice for Dro. All right, you guys. So I want to let you guys know as well. You guys said you wanted another live, and I'm not going to deny you of another live. So we do have another live that is scheduled in a couple of minutes. It's going to be at the Deep Noir News. Make sure you guys have subscribed here at the Criminal Villains. And also subscribe there at the Deep Noir News. Make sure you guys like over there, subscribe over there. And when you get over there, make sure you comment. Make sure you like the video. Now, I will say, moving on to next week, I will continue to do coverage at Deep Noir News, but starting next week on Criminal Villains, we will be making a transition covering different victims and different news articles that's going out. Okay. But on Deep Noir News, we will stay on Tyrone. I just want to let you guys know that to get ready for that transition come next week, Monday. All right. So let's get over there. Let's make them likes up. Get over there. Sean, any last words?
I think I'm this was very humbling, I hope, for everybody. Um I hope everybody can tap into what this friend is feeling and just remember to spend as much time with your friends. Um, let this be a wake up call that sometimes being complacent with certain aspects of our lives in this climate today in our society just may not be enough because you never know when you can connect the dot. You never know. And I'm sure right now, while he's saying, we're men, we just don't do certain things. I know deep down inside, he wish he knew a little bit more than what he does. We just feel that kind of guilt when we love somebody and we lose that somebody. So y'all just hug your loved ones, hug your babies a little bit tighter, and feel blessed because we're here. Justice for Dro.
All right. And I want to speak to Miss West as well. So you guys want to extra time to take out to make sure you guys like this video. It's very important that you guys like the video. That is how the algorithm knows, hey, this content is valuable, this topic is valuable. They're going to push Tyrone in the algorithm to keep his name alive. So please, it helps. All right. So make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe here to Criminal Villains because there's so many other victims that are being taken out today, yesterday, that we also need to fight for as well. So I want to let you guys know, Criminal Villains, we are going to make a transition soon on this channel, but at the Deep New Ore, we will constantly raise the roof up for Tyrone at the Deep New Ore. And Deep New Ore, usually that's a late night program, so I come late, you know. Deep New Ore, that's probably my last program that I do. All right, of the night, just to let you guys know. All right, so I'm going to put the link in. Miss West, can you talk to us? What are your thoughts about what happened today on this live? Did you expect it to go this way, Miss West? I
No,
know
not at
when I
all.
called you, I was like, oh my goodness, because I have no idea. When I saw his best friend, the few times I did see him, he was in a lot of conflict with Polo, and they were arguing, and it was very nasty. It was very
Mm-hmm.
argumentative. It was very cussing, and I didn't want that over here. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know how this is going to be. I hope he doesn't, because remember we did CC. And if you guys did not know, CC is a girl. She said that she was close friends with Natasha. That got kind of messy. But anyway, when we had her on, she called us all types of bitches. So I was like, oh boy, we got to buckle up here, brace myself. But you know what? It was nothing of the sort. What are your thoughts, Wes?
It was definitely the opposite of CC. He was a respectful young man. I think he represented his friend very well. He made it very clear that he wasn't on anybody's side when it came to getting answers for his friend. Um, he also made it known that he know the other guy, but he know him through Dro. So that explains, probably why he didn't reach out and call him first. So he really answered a lot of the questions that I wanted to answer. And I didn't really want to be disrespectful and ask some questions that he didn't know the answer to. But I had to throw out there the question of, have he ever met the twin? Because I wanted to know what type of, impression he got of him. But, he don't know him. So,
Yeah. He was very forthcoming. It
yes, he
wasn't
was.
like he's trying to hide anything or he's trying to be secretive. He was just very honest and forthcoming and very helpful as well.
Very much so.
And we
Uh,
really appreciate that.
and if you're listening, I apologize again and thank you so very much for your
Yeah. And you,
time and your transparency.
Wes, you made me tear up, girl. But then Tamala, she busted in with her silly self. And then I stopped.
Yeah, because it was great go. It was great go down because I was already tearing up just listening to him and Gabe talk because Gabe, he a real one. He like, I'm talking to the motherfucking people. And I felt that. You know what I mean? Like, but then he loosened up and then, he was able to express himself how he felt about it. And man, I'm just praying for the whole family, the friends, everybody. It's just sad.
And I want to say, if you ever come on any of my platforms, I'm not going to cuss you out. We're not going to try to drag you. That's not what I'm about. I understand that sometimes we can be very passionate. And when we think or we know something, we be putting shit together. We be speculating. Hell, we just be passionate about it. But to any other person that may listen and want to come, feel free. You will get respect. Definitely. All right. So, Tamala. Yes. Do y'all notice how she say yes? Like I'm bothering her.
No, girl.
Like
I'm over here.
like she's in the closet, like doing some work, and I'm just bothering her. Like yes. Like,
Girl, I'm over here snacking, baby. What's up? What's up? What's coming up?
okay, so last thoughts of tonight.
You know, he's very authentic. He's very authentic, and I like that because he didn't hold back how he felt, or in the situation. So you got to salute him. You got to take your head off and salute him because a real one can't step through the night. And he put it down the way he saw it, and he's confused too because he wants to know the truth. And like he said, the only person has the answers for that is Lulu and the other people who's played a part in this, So yeah, at the end of the day, he's authentic. I salute him. And like I told him earlier, I totally am sorry. Because I am the type of woman I want to hold myself accountable if I did anything to hurt anyone. Accountability don't hurt nobody.
That's
it
right.
Corrects you. That's growth and development.
That's right. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys over at Deep New or Shine West. I see you guys over there. Love you guys. Bye. Make sure you guys get
Bye.
these likes up.